Why did my mic decide to just off itself? That's odd. Okay, sure, game. Sure, OBS. There's literally nothing that I changed. It was on earlier today. It was on. And now it is... Well, I don't know. It just KO'd itself. Okay, cool. Anyway, as I was saying, this was just a... basically, I was just trying to... I was just trying to think of other decks that could technically be comparable or competitive against Maliss. And I was thinking of Orcust, and I was like, man, Orcust doesn't do anything. Orcust just, like, literally doesn't do anything. Because all of its interaction is like, oh, SP Little Knight, which banishes. Not great. Orcust Crescendo, which banishes. Not great. What's this bucket? Dingirsu, which sends to the grave. Which is, like, kind of okay, but not great. What deck doesn't like banishment? Kashjiro. I mean, we could try Blue Eyes, but I really don't want to play Blue Eyes. Who wants to play Blue Eyes? Ew. Ew. We could play Dragon Link, but Dragon Link also isn't great. The only reason Dragon Link would be okay is due to the fact that you could make, like, this guy and just turn off their stuff pretty succinctly. You could just be like, no Dormouse, and they can't really do anything about that. Except for the fact that they could just combo on forever, and having that one interaction oftentimes is not enough, and you need something else. And you don't really have access to a whole bunch of hand traps. I don't know. Yeah, this deck kind of sucks. I mean, we could do this and go Protoss and call Dark and just be like, ahaha, I made Protoss. Ahaha. But it also dies to, like, literally everything under the sun, so that kind of sucks. What other decks exist? Kashjiro, which I genuinely think is also terrible right now due to the fact that Lancia is a card that exists. And, like, everyone's playing it. And on top of that, I still don't even think it's that good against Maliss. Like, what does that deck do that Maliss would care about? Because you go, like, normal Dormouse, activate effective Dormouse. I guess if they have, like, Fenris... If they have full combo, which they won't, but if they have full combo and they have Fenris and Arise Heart, and they go, like, normal Dormouse, you could, like, banish the Dormouse, and then you could banish the White Rabbit, I guess, or whatever they ended up. Or they could go March Hare and then just add the March Hare. I don't know. I really don't think that deck does much. Trap Trick, because it's funny watching them lose to Pingu eating their card. As long as they don't get to 3 bodies, they lose. Zodiacs are basically Ryzeal at home. True. Technically speaking. Delete these real quick. Plunder's not very good. Tragic. Runic, anything is pretty bad. What about Sprite? How good's Sprite? Sprite's pretty terrible right now, right? Centurion seems pretty bad. What does Centurion do? I guess it makes the guy that, like, is a summon negate, which is actually pretty good. So you could go, like... And it plays a bunch of hand traps. How good is Centurion right now? I guess it's weak because, like, the Bestials are weak, right? Yeah, the Bestials aren't that bad. You go Blazar to negate the summon. That's, like, not terrible. I don't hate that. You just negate whatever Link 3 they end up going for. Go Red Ransom, you negate it. Destroy it, not properly summoned. Can't use it. That's, like, not terrible. However, I also hate that because it's Centurion, and Centurion feels extremely weak into anything that Maliss does, just in general. Like, unless you specifically go Cosmic Blazar and they don't have a way to stop you from getting to that, there's not really anything in particular that this deck does that I like. Because, like, Phalanx is terrible. Right. My card just, like, doesn't do anything. Oh, banish it. Oh, cool. Anyway. Decks. I mean, there's Mermail, but... Mermail will do the same thing regardless of what format it is. Unless people are playing, like, specific hate towards Mermail, Mermail's gonna do Mermail things, and I don't think it matters that it's Maliss or not. Tri-Brigade's not great, because it's Banish effect. Ahaha. We don't have Ryziel. Stupid ass link decoder is still a thing. Yep. Does Mimighoul do anything? Fucking no. Mimighoul horror to dies this format. Because, like, everyone and their mother is on Maliss, which means that everyone and their mother is on Impulse, which is just a death sentence. It's like, cool, here's free bodies. There you go. Have at it. Oh. What are current decks that people are playing outside of Maliss? The answer is nothing. True. I hadn't thought about that. Wait, Archmage got new cards. Oh, we already looked at these. We already looked at those. There was one additional new card, which I don't really care about. Harpy Tri-Brigade. Oh, Argo Stars. Argo Stars is terrible. Voiceless? What is voice? Oh, Voiceless for the summon negate. Yeah, Voiceless is, like, not terrible. Because of Saravis. Ash in this meta doesn't stop anything. It stops Full Awesome XC. What do you mean? When Eldritch support? True. When's Ryziel? Ugh. I don't hate Voiceless voice. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea of it. You play Voiceless with like a Fiendsmith. I think that'd be. What the hell is this? Okay. I don't know what's going on there. You play Voiceless voice with like Fiendsmith, and that's also pretty good. You could also do it with Saravis, and I think Saravis, like, is kind of crazy. Because they go into pretty much anything, and you just go, But Voiceless always has the same problem where it's like, well, if you draw the answer to the hand trap, you win, and if you don't, you automatically die going first, and if you go second, good luck. And that doesn't change. That doesn't change at all. That still remains the exact same. They give us one Eldritch adjacent card in the new pack and refused to elaborate. For real. Flu deck, no copium. Honestly, Flunder's not a terrible idea. What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh player? How's it going? Yep, that's Voiceless. I'm doing alright. I actually don't hate Flu. You know what? We're gonna play more Melodious anyway. I want to play Melodious. We're gonna play more Melodious. Then we might play Voiceless. We might also play, Flunder. Flunder honestly doesn't seem terrible. We could also play Blue Eyes. Because I feel like Blue Eyes still does Blue Eyes things. The problem is that, like, Drill Beam kind of sucks balls. It's like, what the hell is Drill Beam gonna do? Negate, like, a White Binder effect? I don't know. Who cares? They're not coming back, and then he just sets the trap anyway, and you're like, ah, well. Oh, well. This is a pretty good hand. Smile. What, you're not excited for the Fusion Link Festival? No, you most certainly are. Smile. I don't know if Imperm is actually the correct here. Maybe I should have ashed for that. Yeah. Blue Eyes just pop the True Light the deck? Yeah, sure. What deck is popping cards right now? Damn. Okay. 10 out of 10 notes. Imperm? Response? That's a terrible draw. Except for the fact that I'm lying to you. That's actually a really good draw. Because that means we can play through an interaction on the refrain and we don't have to do anything about it. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course. Assault mode is top tier in Duel Links. It's been top tier before. It's not surprising. There is nothing surprises me in Duel Links anymore. Mostly due to the fact that, like, that game is so silly 90% of the time. We're forced with the Rextremend in Voiceless to get to Diviner. Oh. Use Rextremend in Voiceless to get to Diviner. Yeah, that's not, like, terrible. Except for the fact that I'm lying to you. It is terrible. Agent Engine, so you can search Lancia. No. Lancia is solely a card you would use not to search it, but as a hand trap and as a pairing with Orange Light, because E-Toil exists. Which is mostly what you're going to want to do. Why did I put this in defense? Because I'm stupid. Bingo! Should have put it in attack position. La Cucaracha, right? No. Huh? Alright. Do you have, like... What do you have? Chinic 1. Tachyon can search Lancia if you want. Yeah, you're not wrong. If your deck can pop cards, you beat Blue Eyes? That is just not the case. Drill Beam is a card that does exist, and is the reason why Blue Eyes doesn't lose to just anything. It's like, oh, you want to deal with the trap card that infinitely generates them advantage? Great. You're also going to have to deal with the fact that they have a consistent, repeatable Omni Negate. Can you do that? Because if you can, congratulations, you were beating anything anyway. What do you have? Oh, is it Lancia? They probably have Lancia, huh? That's probably what it is. Yeah. Okay. We'll go... Etoil. Whee! Well, that is a card. That is a card. That's true. That's a card. I don't know how I feel about that card, but it is something. Interesting. Code Talkers? Yeah, you could play pretty much anything with Cybers in addition, or in tandem with the, Do you have Lancia? No. Okay. In tandem with, Actually, no. That's fine. You can tribute the card. Actually, had I bounced it, it wouldn't have summoned the Nib. That's kind of funny. You could play pretty much any Cybers deck with Maliss. But it'd just be worse Maliss. But even with that, what is Kotalker doing that I would have to care about? As like a Maliss player. Yo, I could pen someone out. Lancia. Yo. And Ash, to be fair. What do I accomplish with that? I make SP. That's true. I could do that. Okay, let's go Desires here. There's a lot of cards I could draw here that get me into this game. Did I banish Sharpina? I didn't. Sick. Sick. Imagine not activating your Lancia. Are we playing Pure Melodious? Yes. That is that's the card that I wanted. Holy shit. Holy crap. We also do summon the Lancia here. Isn't that funny? Do you want to know why? Not only can you use Lancia from field, you also have the ability to use... Yeah, we'll do this. You also have the ability to use it to go into the Melodious Link monster. Hip hip hurrah! Isn't that so cool? Asserting dominance by summoning Lancia. Oh! Forget I said anything? I'm lying to you? That's not how this card works. I thought this said for the rest of the turn. No, it's for the turn. Reading is hard. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. We still get Etoil here. And we just gotta slap everything back down. As if nothing happened. I've been to someone Lancia. When in doubt, become Yugi and cheat. True. I'm really not too concerned here. That is the first time that that effect has ever come up. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, but for sure. What about Lab setting Sanctum? Yeah, you could do that. But also then you'd be playing Lab into a trap deck. Which is really bad. No, my e-toil! How dead am I? I don't know. We're fine. You like V-Link Maliss and lock them from linking? Vudex play through Firewall, Singularity, and Trigate, and whatever back row. Oh, we could play Spiral. We could just play Spiral. You're like, oh, cool. Hey, they didn't do the thing that they should have done, which was attack over Soprano, because Soprano's a good card. If you can V-Link, you're already winning. Exactly. You get it. Alrighty. Well, let's... I don't know, fucking fusion summon? Fusion! Oh, now we Lancia. Sure, bud. I don't think I've ever seen someone pen summon Lancia. There's a first for everything. Also, I was right. It was Lancia. They just elected not to use it because, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Yeet. Yeet. Yeet, 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 yeet. Okay, yeah. I get it. We go Soprano. Soprano for Sharpina. Yoink. Link. If I do this, yeah, this is probably the play. I haven't randomly special summoned a non-melodious monster, right? Probably. I probably have, that's true. We're gonna go Chainlink 1, targeting, and then Chainlink 2, so that I don't fuck this up, like I did last time. It's fine, we're good. Alright, special, this one, and this one. Yeet. Yeet. Big. Okay, luckily we're still not big enough to have this guy be a problem. But that's okay, because we can be. Because we can be, and that's fine. Here comes Schuberta. Exactly 29. Perfect. We'll pen summon here, the Sharpina, which is too big. Except for the fact that I'm lying to you and I don't know how to count. Aha! Aha! What if I added back Lancia? What would that do? It would be funny. Have you ever considered that? That is true. I hadn't thought about that. Do I have lethal here? Thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thought. No, I'm not even close. I guess we just gotta do that. It's like, okay. You know, I hadn't thought about this. I don't have a way of getting these guys off of the field. Hey, it's fine. What are they gonna do? I'm not gonna lie, this nib token is really frustrating. U-Link, it's cheaper. It would be sick if they made an archetype of Zeus versus Typhon, or a fusion of both. Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. This is just opponent's play, right? Oh, Mini Brain. Wow. You can dodge called by. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. To be fair, what the hell does that deck do against Arya? Like, that's a genuine question. What does that deck do when it can't target? Doesn't that, like, isn't that whole deck's strategy just to be like, you! Right? Like, this guy targets, right? Or does he not? Does he not target? No, he doesn't target. You're right, never mind. Forget I said anything. I think I was thinking of something else. What was I thinking of? Saw is unironically one of the few targeting effects in sharks. There you go. I'm just dumb. I'm just silly. I'm just a goofy goober. Yeah, let's just go first movement. Ash. Nah. Maxi. Poggers! Yeet. And then I get I was gonna say, and then I get impermed, but the opponent left before I could even say it, so it didn't matter. I guess they didn't have it. Cringe. Cringe. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That, okay, I will say, I have actually been having a fair amount of fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel as of recently, since the release of... Actually, I've just been enjoying it more and more recently, and I think my mindset has really changed on just the way that Yu-Gi-Oh! Works, because there are a lot of games where there is nothing I can do, and I need to recognize that, and I have, like, at least more recently, I've recognized that, like, oh, I can't do anything here. Cool, the game is over. And I just leave. It's like, cool, yeah, you got it, bud. I can't do anything. Discard your whole hand. Boo. Why didn't you discard your whole hand? Speaking of which. A Fairy Molcharmy? What would a Fairy Molcharmy even do? Was I a musical kid in school? Define a musical kid. I was in choir, and I was in theater, and I was in musicals, but I was terrible at singing. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't play any instruments, and mostly I was there because my friends were there. I look like a band kid? I was not. I was very far from a band kid. This hand sucks balls. Scooping when you have no win condition is just good sense. But the thing is, I used to get angry about it. I used to be like, man, why can't I do this thing? Why can't I play the game? And it's like, well, that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes you can't play the game. And that's okay. Wow, this hand got worse. That's crazy. What made me pick the name Snowix? I like the snow, and it contains the first letter of my first name. That's pretty much it. There's a longer story, but it's not that important. It's pretty boring. One for kaijus? What the hell? That's a choice. I imperm this, right? Yeah, we imperm. Why the hell did we pass on lab? What the fuck are we doing? Hey, yo? Don't get mad at getting hand diff, but the times I get, I can't separate the outcome from the duel's context. Wins the card like Fool loss. Understandable. Hey, there we go. Ostinato. You have Ash? Almost assuredly, right? Ash Blossom here. Nar. Crazy. Sending Soprano. And this guy, I guess. What would be another Molcharmy monster? You split Fuolos's effects. So you make a Molcharmy that's from deck, and you make a Molcharmy that's from extra. Or you make one that's like from deck and another place, and then you make one that's the other one. For back row and tokens? Oh, every time your opponent activates a spell trap, or a trap. Would it be a trap card? Every time your opponent activates a spell card? I don't care how you word that. No, it's terrible. It's a terrible idea. Don't ever print that card. Imagine playing spellbooks. Actually, imagine playing spellbooks in the year of our Lord 2025. But still, you get the point. Imagine playing a deck that, like, actually does stuff, and then all of a sudden you just can't do stuff. Like, wow, crazy. We already have Token Collector? That is true. We also do have Token Collector. Special summoning a monster from the spell and trap card zone? Yeah, my point still stands. That's a terrible card that hits like 4 decks. If that. It's almost too niche of a card. And at that point would see basically no play. Concerto. Coolio. Understandable. Have a nice day. What the hell was our hand that we just had nothing there? The counter against Argo Stars. Exactly. Draws each time they add a card. There is a card that is like that. It's called Mistaken Arrest. It already exists. It's a spell card, and it's a quick play spell card. No, seriously, what the fuck did they have? I'm sorry. What are we playing? What is this card? This turn, neither player can special summon monsters with the same card types they already control. If they do not control 2 or more of the same card types, all Ritual Fusion Exe, Synchro Exe, and Link monsters you control if out on attack. There's no way we're playing this. There's no way we're playing this. There's no... Why? What you do is special summon from back row is 2 draws. So we're punishing decks that special summon from the back row, which is a already niche mechanic, even more by giving a way for those decks to be punished even more heavily post-side deck, more so than any other deck. So we're disincentivizing people from playing the new stuff that we're printing. No. I hate that idea. That's a terrible idea. There doesn't need to be a card that is something that allows you to draw if the opponent special summons from back row. That could just, like, not exist and be fine. Those are the only locations that the current Charmies don't cover. Basically, the Charmy hate Centurion specifically. Exactly, that's why I hate that. I think if you were to do another Charmy, I think you could get away with, like, repeating places. And you just have one that's, like, I don't know. I think there could be more Charmies that are like, if your opponent draws a card, you draw a card or something like that, like the anti-Charmy. Something along those lines, right? That's like really stupid, but like, you could. So it's like you special summon from the extra deck and then you both draw a card. That's really dumb. Forget I said that. That's so dumb. Can you imagine? That is a Magic card for sure. That is 1,000% a card you would see in Magic where it's like, hey, you did a thing, I get to do the thing. Droll Charmy. Just droll, but you can't activate it if you control a card. I'm sick of my opponent full combat, and they also droll me. That is true. Yeah, Droll is a powerhouse. Also, what the hell is this deck, by the way? I've been staring at it for like 5 seconds. Or 5 minutes, and I can't make sense of it. Charmy Link that allows multiple Charmies / use it when a card is on your field. Oh, similar to like the Psyframe thing? Ew. No. It better be like a Link 3. Lambda, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a hand. It's, I lose to a Bestial. Never mind, we're playing Heinous Criminal Activities. Baby! Yeah, that's fine. For sure. No. Why are we playing Dinos? Because Dino players only play Dino. That is true, I hadn't thought about that. Oh, we had the Pterodon anyway, it didn't matter. We locked into Dinos? I don't think so, right? Oh, we are. I lied. Oh, sorry. Dragon. Never mind. We're not locked at all. I love this card having a lock. Because it just isn't. It's just not real. Put Dragon on there. Who the fuck puts Dragon on there? They better not activate Lordly Load. If I see a gosh diggity darn Drill Beam, I'm gonna vomit. They made Orange Light for other types and lock you into that type, or match or maybe Tri-type. Yeah, they could do Herald of Orange Light for a lot of different types without the lock, and it would still be fine. Dolka! When a monster effect is activated, you can detach a material, and if you do, destroy that monster. Whoop. Brother said Dolka pass. Ah! Ha ha ha! Loser. Everybody point and laugh. Ostinato. Alright, summon this guy. Actually, do I summon Bloom here and just walk over the field? I actually think I do. Yeah, I do. Do you have Survival's End or something? That'd be crazy. Not even waiting for me to go to battle. Sure, bud. There's a droll at home that is searchable. Instant ban? Yeah, sure, bud. Yeah, sure, bud. Yeah, of course. We'll grab this guy. I just realized I don't really have anything if I had this guy, do I? No, not particularly. If they have Ash, I'm kind of cooked. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Oh, fuck me. Oh, damn. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I shouldn't have linked off into that guy. That was stupid. That was really, really dumb. I should have just gone combat there. And walked in and died. That would have been better. I could have also normal summoned there. Doomsy sucks balls. Doomsy is like a really bad archetype. It does not do like anything. Yeah, having a searchable droll is whoop-de-doo. Right now, I mean, Colossus also exists, and like a ton of decks can do that. Doomsy is not doing anything special at all. Nor is it even doing anything good. It's doing stuff okay. If I had gone Baka, I could have just walked over. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I could have gone Baka, not activated the effect, then walked over. I hadn't gotten that far. Orange light for Dragon Link is toxic? Huh? Is Banshee the only way to do Thunder Dragon? What? What does that even mean? This is a hand that doesn't lose to anything in particular. What is this? Fua? Nah. Did you draw Ash in 60? No shot. Banshee search flag. Search corridor and Colossus. Yeah. There's a lot of decks that can do that. Or you could actually play like Thunder Dragons, but no one plays that. What are the Thunders activate in hand? None. I guess we'll add what, this guy? Yeah, we'll add this guy. Let's go SP. Trying to think if I need my arrows. Oh, wait. A Thundermold Charming would go crazy, would it? Shocking Engrave, right? Yeah. you have Shifter, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be very sad. That would kind of be crazy. Oh, during the turn you activate this effect. God damn it, I always get it wrong. Oh, why are these cards written the way that they are? It's fine. It's fine. I'm lying to you, but it's fine. We just make Apo here, huh? Hold on. First things first. Let's special summon you. And then we make Apo. If I fusion summon, what can I fusion summon into? Kind of nothing. True, hadn't thought about that. We'll send a guy here. Yeah, I kind of misplayed. You will send this one. We need more thunder monsters in general. Sure. Do you have Imperm? Imperm goes crazy here. Is it Super Poly? It's Super Poly, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Sure hope you play an extra copy of that card. Ah. Sure. Yep. Wait, what even fusion monster do you go for? What is it? What can you even make it? Oh, you make that guy, which then summons that guy. Oh wait, no, you can't make that guy. I guess you make that guy? Huh? Uh-huh. Big. Sure, walk off the field. As you make like SP here or something. I don't know what you're gonna make here. Huh? What? Oh, Chaos Angle. Sure. Oh, because it... Yeah, right. Man, I hate Chaos Angel not requiring a tuner. That is my most biggest pet peeve. Is when, like... It almost always happens with specifically Synchro Monsters, but when Synchro Monsters just, like, ignore the rules. Or just when anything just, like, ignores the rules of the mechanic. It's like, okay, then what's the point? Like, Fusion Monsters being able to fusion from, like, Grave? Like, okay, what the hell is the point of that card? Or, it's most egregious with, like, Synchros, because they're just like, yeah, you don't need a tuner. Yeah, you don't need the same level, or, like, the accurate levels. They're Synchro Monsters, but in reality, they're Xe Monsters, or something like that. You know, like Ultimate Zolkin or something. You're just like, what the hell? It's very dumb. It's like, just make the Link Monster. I don't know why we're not just making the Link Monster. Whoa, Dormouse! Called mine? Ash! No, no, no! Wrong answer. Do you have a cold buy for this? That'd be crazy. The fuck are you cross-outing? Oh, Maxi. Yeah, sure. What a good set of games. Wow. So fun. So wholesome. You gonna set a card? No. Okay. I simply top deck my one card starter. Smile. Yeah, and then Splash Mage, and then full combo anyway. Fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you go Red Ransom here? If you go Red Ransom, I have the ability to end your turn. If you go White Binder, I don't really do anything. Yeah, just draw Ash Cross out, dude. Nasty. Set a trap, activate the trap. No, because it's imperm. Alright, Ostinato off the top. Watch. Go. See? That simple. That simple. You fucked loser. You've got to be kidding me with this bullshit. Why the fuck did we set this card, by the way? Alright, go. Can they do anything here? Anybody does it. That's fun. Ostinato off the top, number 2. Electric Boogaloo. Watch. Good game. Good game. 10 out of 10. No, it's perfect game. I have no qualms with the way that this game has played out. I think it's great. Most Maliss decks don't play Imperm, they play 3 Impulse. Sure. No way you drew another Impulse. Man. No. Hey. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, game. Alright, game. I see how it is. I see how it is. I see. Yeah, give the Maliss player literally every card that they could have ever asked for, and give me none of them. Give me none of them. Hip hip hooray. To be fair, I did top deck the one card that, like, allowed me to play the game there, except for the fact that the opponent drew the one card that immediately invalidated that, because why would they not have? Why would they not have drawn that exact card? Wow, cool, 10 out of 10. Wow, I'm so glad that they drew Crossout, Ash, Impulse, one card starter. Actually, no, it wasn't that they drew the one card starter. It was that they drew the one card starter and the best extender in the deck. 10 out of 10. No nuts. No nuts. Great game. Perfect game. I have no qualms with it. It's a perfect game. Lancia? Lancia Wars are more cursed than Duel Wars? No, they're not. And also, you don't war with neither Lancia nor Droll, because, genuinely speaking, if one of them resolves, someone's not having a good time and the other person's fine. Most of the time. This is a not very good hand. I kind of hate this hand. It's fine, though. It'll be fine. It's... Don't maxi me. Don't activate maxi. Well, that's not much better. Okay. Sure. I could just pass here, knowing that they're playing Maliss, and just be like, cool, here's Lancia Fua. Smile. If I go normal, they're going to interact with it, so, yeah, here you go. Go for it, bud. Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah, that's fine. Okay, that changes a lot, actually, here. Because now I feel way more like I want to go reframe. Because they have a significantly less that they could do here against me, except for the fact that I'm lying to you. They still have a ton. Am I wrong? MTP, sure. Continue main phase, yeah. Cool. Ash? Yeah. Come on, I know you have Ash. Activate. Ooh. Oh? Alright, sick. No Droll? No nothing? Crazy. Crazy. What are you gonna search? Huh? What are you gonna search? Dormouse? Cute. No, Lancia is still a turn skip. It is very much so a purposeful card. Did we not Ash this? And we had Ash? And we elected not to Ash? Are we stupid? Yes. Right. My bad. I guess this guy, right? Do we have Link summon here? I think so, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Off of this guy. Sending... Sharpina? No, sends... I guess... Cannon. There's another free body. Link into this guy. Chainlink 1, you, targeting, you, 2, you, discarding Fua, 3, draw a card. You can make a Red Ransom or Apo or another Link 4 on your turn, even with Lancia, by normal summoning 1 and making Link Decoder. Yeah, cool. They also still get a turn skip. Because you go first. Sorry, not you go first. The opponent goes first. And then it skips their turn. That's what I'm saying. Cool, yeah, it's weaker when you go first, but that is the case with Fualos, that's the case with Lancia, that's the case with like 9 bajillion cards. That's not surprising. That's expected. The point of Lancia and the point of Fualos is not for your turn, or when you get to go first. When you go first, you kill them with Engine. That's the idea. That's how you win. Yeah. Got it? Makes sense. Let's go. Let's go Eat Oil. Does it have a chance for a turn to clap back? Exactly. Exactly. Field spell. Cool, anyway. Cold by? March Hare, sure. For sure, of course. Yup. Do you have a Bestial? A Bestial would be a good idea here. Why the hell did we banish Maliss in the mirror? Oh, so that we can normal summon the rabbit anyway. Wait, but it would have been so much better to just keep the Maliss in the mirror so that we could negate the effect of the E-Toil. What, huh? Why did we do that? Don't think about it. Don't think about it. If you think about it, I might have to punish you. Link for Link Decoder or something? No, we're just going straight Splash? Ew, I hate this play. Uh-huh. March Hare. Why can I not activate the effect of my E-Toy? Because I can't banish cards. You're right, my bad. Lancia. Lancia does exist. Replacing Ash with Lancia? No. Unless you're playing a stun deck, in which case you don't care about Fualos nor Maxi. But no. Terrible idea. White Binder? Red Ransom. Red Ransom. Okay. See, that would have made more sense if we had kept the quick play, but we didn't. Sure. March Hare. Sure. fuck did we set that? Okay. No, don't worry. It's still special summoned. Also, why that one? Also, Ash stops branded. And we hate branded here. Sanctifier fusion with Quem and Albaz beat Maxi? Yeah, so does Ash. And also, that technically only beats it if you draw branded fusion. Because if you don't draw branded fusion, you still need the special summon a few more times. Maybe not a few more times, but yeah. Or you're just passing on like a very mid board. Sure. Was it branded? Please don't be branded. I don't want to play against branded. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. Add a hero monster. I think we do Ash this. I think that is the Ash, is the Shadow Mist. Did you draw Called By? Really? No, I think it's the Roach. Frustrating. Oh, piss. Oh, ew. I don't want to deal with combo, wombo. Ugh. Man, I hate hero. Man, we're just playing against really fun decks today. Just like the most fun. It's so sick, dude. And also, I love that we're drawing just no cards that do anything. Imperm is terrible right now. You should not be playing 3 Imperm right now. Called by 2? Oh, sick. Well, that's not a very good draw. Man. That's okay. That's a horrible draw. Oh, gosh. Do you have Ash? No, you would have used it. Do you have Maxi? Do you have Impulse? No, it's not Impulse. Impulse would have gone crazy there. What's the likelihood they play Valor? They don't target, so Arya kinda doesn't do anything here. But that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. And then we make Babushka. Smile. Comedy. Let's make this guy. Sick. Thank you for doing exactly what I wanted you to do. Yeah. Do you have Fool Loss here? Fool Loss would go crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to use that one. Yeah, it's fine. It's not fine, I'm lying to you. I don't want to die to Nib. That was my thought process there. Granted, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they could have nibbed me before that, so they might have had a teleport. Hey, another hero player! Hooray! Or maybe it was a Warrock player. True, that's what it was. What's up, familiar? Surely we don't immediately die from random bullshit, right? This hand's pretty good. What's up, what's up? Why am I getting all the 60 card decks? What's going on? What's going on? Lurie. Lurie, he's the star of the show. What 60 card deck is playing Fiendsmith here? What the heck? What the? Okay. Sure. I like. Cold buy? No, how interesting. Warrock was the 10-5 before 10-5. True. And it didn't work. Sure. Okay. Yeah. We making Necro Quip? Sure. The answer to that question was a resounding no. We ain't doing shit. We ain't doing nothing. That is not great. It's not bad. Because like it's a fairly good extender with both of these in hand. Yeah, kinda figured. Yeah, kinda figured. I think I just attempt to KO them. Do we go Bloom here? If I go Bloom... Oh, it's Schuberta, right? Oh, wait, I can't do that. I'd have to go Bloom Schuberta. Right? This adds back a Melodious monster. This would special summon it, which is, like, arguably better. I think I just go for the kill. I don't know how good of an idea this is, but... that's what we're gonna do. This summons in defense? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here. If I go soprano. No, I think I have him dead here. On 4. Because I go bloom. Using you. Oh, I have to use you and you. Shit. Then are they still dead? They're dead on 5, but not on 4. No, yeah. Because I have to use this guy. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, wait. You gain an additional attack. Or no, additional attack points. Can I put them up to 4,000? I think so. Up to the levels? What does this one say? Oh, it's 300 attack. Plus this, which is level based, right? Times 200, so it would be 14 plus 27 right now? No, 28. This would be enough without this. So let's do this. You. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have to use this effect. I think I just do these. Let me play around, Nib. Yeah. I still have Sharpino, right? Yeah. Can I not target you? No way. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, well, shit. Then I guess the play is go like this and fuse into you. Because for some reason that's how that card works. That's crazy. Okay, then we do this. Save Ash. Since Trophy, okay, cool. Oh, wow, that was so bad. I did not know Arya prevented myself from targeting my own cards because it never comes up. It so rarely comes up. Yikes. I think I could have done that. Yeah, had I just not summoned Arya there, off of the effect of, what's his bucket? That would have been the best. That would have been the best, is just not summoning Arya. There are so many effects that I'm like, oh, this works a different way than I thought it did. Like, Shopina. Yeah, you can't activate non-light monsters the turn you activate this effect, not just after you activate this effect. Because there are so many effects that are like this. Shopina has this effect. Bloom Harmonist has this effect where it's like, oh, the turn you activate this card, you can't special summon anything other than Melodious monsters. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then there's the Arya, which means not just your opponent, but you also can't target your own cards. So many just random things where you're like, why does this work this way? You can only activate one effect per turn, or one per turn, and then you cannot special summon except for Melodious the rest of that turn. It's so silly. As I lost games to Arya pre-support. Yeah, that makes sense. Yikes. The in case of emergency, here comes a giant fist button. Yeah. Yeah, Bloom Prima is pretty cool. I like it. There's a lot of really cool things in Melodious that I really enjoy. I think Etoile, or Magnificat, is such a cool boss monster. I wish there were more boss monsters that were like this, where it's just like, here is a dingus that's just hard to deal with. That's it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card text is just legal ruling amped up sometimes. True. Good option for the events tomorrow, too. Yeah, it's decently okay. But you're better off just playing Spiral. DPE also falls under this mechanic. I really like DPE. As much as it is too generic in the way that it is, like, splashable because of Verte, DPE is a phenomenal boss monster in the same way that Etoile is. If you're playing Hero and that is your boss monster, that's a cool boss monster, and I genuinely do enjoy it. The problem is, it's never just DPE, it's also Plasma, and me and my homies hate Plasma, and it's also Darklaw, and me and my homies hate Darklaw. But like DPE, he's fine. I like him. He's cool. There's very few other cards that are like that. Dryden is also kind of like that, except for the fact that Dryden is like significantly worse, but holds kind of the same position, which is pretty cool. Oh, well, less so, but oh, Shio's like that, where it's like, here's a sticky guy that that's like difficult to deal with, but doesn't necessarily do a whole ton by itself. I don't know. The biggest one is like DPE. That's the other one that really feels very similar. There aren't really many that, like, it's such a unique style of boss monster, where it's like, here's a guy that's kind of difficult to deal with and kind of comes back a bunch, but you can deal with it fairly consistently. But it's just kind of in a more simplified game state, it just like runs over the game. The branded boss dragons sometimes? No, not a single one of them do this. What branded boss dragon feels similar to Etoile? I will wait, because I don't think there's a single one. Mirror Jade? How does Mirror Jade work similarly to this? Mirror Jade punishes you when you do remove it, which technically Etoile also does, but only kind of. What I'm talking about more of like the removal style effect, or like the like disruption effect, and then also either like replaces itself, or more specifically is just like a sticky card to deal with because it replaces itself so consistently. Mirror Jade doesn't really replace itself. Like technically it kind of does because of the spells, but like it really doesn't, right? It doesn't like put itself back onto the field like DPE or Etoile or even the House Dragon Maid kind of does. Dodge removal with a float. Yeah. SP. SP is another good example of that. Back with the spells, but not by itself. And it's only kind of. Ab-Zero and Edison goes hard. Yeah, but Ab-Zero is like very different. SP is the other example. Or like, I would say Stealth Kragan, except for the fact that it does change everything to waters, and it's very frustrating because of that. But Stealth Kragan kind of is similar in nature. Redoer is another one. It's like, here's a boss monster that's disruption, kind of. It's disruption in Time Thief, but it's like, it's disruption and also it like can remove itself from the field if need be. Stardust was like that back in the day, where it's like, here's a guy that's also, I guess Stardust is more protection than disruption. That's true. That's true. Oh, Cosmic Blazer. That's another good thing. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Let's play another deck. What? Oh, I was gonna try Blue Eyes, because I was like, how good is Blue Eyes right now? It doesn't seem great due to the fact that like What the hell is Blue Eyes gonna do against Maliss? The answer is open like Max E. True, I hadn't thought about that. Just open Max E for it. Weather Painters have me by the throat because all they do is dodge and be annoying. I do not like Weather Painters. I despise Weather Painters. If you've ever played against Weather Painters, you would understand exactly why. If you play it, you're like, no, it's cool, it's interesting, like MBT. But as soon as you play against it, you're like, no, I get it, I understand. That sucks balls. Because it's so frustrating. It's so annoying, it's so frustrating. You're just like, dude, get me out of this hell. Get me out of here. Do we play Jet? What does Jet do? Jet doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, that's true. Do we play 3 of this? Maybe. Do we play 2 Tyrant? I've seen 2 Tyrant being a consistent staple, but... It's always at my locals. Oh, imagine playing Weather Painter and Paper. Oh, ew. Ew. I weaponize my own understanding of Weather Painters against other painters? Yikes. Cringe. Don't do that. Do we play this card? Do we play Bingo Machine Go? The idea is solid, right? Because then you have an additional thing that you can use to get off of wishes so that you're not stuck after you've gotten these 2. That's like the general idea. I don't like it, but it's not bad. It probably is the play. We don't play like anything else, right? Play like Valor. It's like one of this guy. And then the Primate cards. Do. Had Soul Drain? Why? We should encounter other Starry Night enjoyers. If Starry Night was more fun to play, I would probably, if it did more, I would probably enjoy it. If it wasn't literally just, here's a guy that pops stuff. We will always go first and we will always run. That's true, I hadn't thought about that. You're right. We should play Soul Drain. Do we play Bestials? How good are Bestials? Bestials can fight other Bestials. That's like the biggest thing that they would be able to do. Is like prevent Maliss from going like Link 1 into... No, even that like still does full combo, right? Because you would banish with the... Yeah, never mind. I forget this other thing. Stops banish effects? Yeah, that's technically true. You're right. Does it do that when I go second? Snow works in this deck as a starter, funny enough. That is technically true. That is? You're technically not wrong. Do we play Ash? Yeah, we play Ash. I don't love Fua, but I still feel like we play Fua. I don't really see a reason not to. We play Purge. Do we play anything else? What else do we play? Do we play Nib? Lancia Nib? Oh, I don't... Yeah, probably. Right? And then just Nib as last cards? Do we play like Triple Tack? Triple Tack's not bad. Wish the deck did anything at all. You described the setup, but if only that was attainable. Imagine a deck being so bad that the Spelltrap Searcher in isolation does nothing. As I said, I wish the deck was more fun because like Starry Night in concept, like the theory of like, here's a guy that comes back and does a thing over and over and over again is hilarious, and I love that. That's such like magic coded game design, and it's so funny. I really do appreciate it. The problem is, it's also so bad. Phantasm? Well, Phantasm kind of sucks with Fua. Also, is Phantasm... Hold on. Sorry, Phantasmic. It's a Z. Yeah, this is a dark as well, which conflicts with Purge. So, like, even if you were to draw Phantasme... No, I guess you could go, like, Phantasme into Purge, right? Which is, like, okay. Purge kind of sucks in this deck, to be fair. No, it doesn't, because of Maxi. That's true. Hadn't thought about that. Oh, it's it's called by. It's called mine, obviously. Phantasme's not bad though. I don't hate Phantasme. Is Phantasme better than Fua? Arguably. You could go like Phantasme into Nib or something. That's like okay. And Phantasme kind of contests the board, right? It doesn't. I'm lying to you. I'm just straight up blatantly lying to you. It doesn't. It also doesn't pair well with like Fua. So you'd have to play one or the other. You probably can't play both. Is Fua better? Maybe. Made Starry Night Regenesis, but as you probably guess, I don't have... If you don't draw the Regenesis cards, you die. Even if you do draw the Regenesis cards, I think you still die. It's just Nib here, right? Yeah, I think so. Like 2 Nib. 3 Nib? 42? How many cards do most players play is the question. Voodoo Eyes. 42. 40. 40. 41. 40. 41. I need the field spell. I forgot about the field spell. That's good that we looked. Need the field spell. Okay, in which case... Is that the 42? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Do we play Magnamut? I feel like Magnamut by itself is so bad. It's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like Magnamut? I don't know. Fiendsmith like still exists, right? No, it doesn't. I'm lying to you. Chaos Hunter over Lancia. Why? Chaos Hunter conflicts with Purge because it's a dark, whereas Lancia doesn't. So you could still like Purge and then Lancia. Which means drawing Lancia is more open. And I really don't like the idea of discarding a card in this deck. Plus it conflicts with Fua as well. None of that matters because you're probably just going to immediately fire the Fua, but... Curse of Falling in Love with every tier 92 deck. Doomset is no different, apparently. Doomsy really is a deck. That deck makes me... It feels very similar in nature to, like, Scareclaw, where it's like, here's a guy. That's it. You got the one guy that does anything, and it's like, alright. So if they stop this one guy, I die, right? And it's like, yeah, pretty much. I don't want to play 43. I really don't. I really don't like the Bestial. It's okay. I guess it's a little bit better because you can manage your own cards. You can banish like a Veiler or something like that, which is not terrible. I don't love it though, because it also conflicts with Lancia. I think I'm gonna cut the Magnamut. I really don't see it doing much. Okay. What else do we have? Doomsy is at least a respectable rogue. That is true. If you want to be funny and get yourself a triple pop, you could add Supernatural Danger Zone. True. That's a good card. What else? We need Seal. We need... SP? What do we even play in this deck? I actually don't know what the extra deck looks like in this deck. Oh, right, you do the Baron play. Or Trish with Crim. Not doing that. You can't make me. You can't make me. Light Storm to deal with back row. Baron, Typhon, the second Tyrant. Sure. Sorry. It's 2 N's, not 2 R's. Barrel. It's Baron A. Light Storm? Yeah, Light Storm Dragon. Typhon. No, that's a different card. Typhon. Yeah. Lina kind of isn't great right now. What's the purpose of the second Tyrant Dragon? It's like you go Tyrant Dragon turn 1 in order to immediately put this guy into the grave, and then you have it as follow-up. I think something like that. They give you Purge or something. No, I don't remember. Crimson Dragon? I'm not playing Crimson Dragon. I think that card is just win more and pretty bad. New Psychic support is cool. Hope it's playable rogue at least. Mostly played with the what fusion? With the fusion card? No. If I recall correctly, the, like, top 100 deck from the Duelist Cup was playing a second one. And the reason for that was... I don't remember exactly. But I remember on a podcast that he said a thing, and it was like, yeah, this is why we're playing this second one. Yeah, this guy, Joey. They were playing the 2 Tyrant. They were also playing Imduck. Imduck was the other card that they were playing. That's what it was. This is kind of what I was thinking of in terms of a deck list. They're playing 40. I probably should play 40, huh? But I think the reason for this was, like, on turn 2, you would be able to use it to go to combat and then use it as a synchro material nonetheless. So that you get this guy in grave as well as... but I don't remember. I don't remember if that was the case. I don't know. I do like the 3rd Spirit. What else would we put in here? Imduck's okay. Like, if I were to go Crimson, I would have to cut a Tyrant, and I'd have to cut an Imduck, and I'd play Crimson and, like, a target for it. Is that worth it? Probably not. Juice! Thank you for the raid. Hope you're streaming well. What up, what up? Goddess, maybe? Goddess for what? Yeah, what does Goddess do? I'm not really spamming out monsters. It's not like I have a lot of monsters to use. Like, I kinda do, but not really. Imduck's okay. Do... I saw Lina. Lina? This guy was playing Lina, which is something. Azure. I don't think I want to play Azure. I get the idea behind it, but meh. Yeah, what does Lina do? I guess Lina's pretty good with, like, Fiendsmith existing, but there's not going to be a whole lot of lights in grave. It's not like that accomplishes all that much. Oh, I do like Vermilion Dragon Mech. I actually really do like Vermilion Dragon Mech as a 9 that you can make to just, like, pop a guy. Oh, maybe we play Vermilion. I don't love it, but that's probably better than most. Yeah, it's just a lot of line. Oh, Shen Shen was the other card that people were playing. Shen Shen kind of sucks now, though. He's the problem. Oh, because we're playing this guy. So you go, like, send a guy, decrease the level, make the 7? That's terrible. That's so bad. That's so bad, dude. Okay. Oh, yeah, Indigo Eyes. I forgot that. Is it just Seal 2? Well, I love to hide behind an excuse of broken on custom cards. The Holy Spirit. Wait, what? Let me sleep. Any skill issues. Lina into SP. Is Azure playable? You could. You could go like Azure off of like a Spirit. It's like not terrible, but also like, what's the point of that card? I kind of want like a Seal 2 or... I'm thinking either Seal 2 or Vermilion. I'm gonna do Vermilion. I don't know if it'll come up, but I like the idea of Vermilion. I think just having like a generic removal spell is very nice. Especially since it's a different type and stuff. Different type, different attribute. Makes it a little bit easier to work with. Apo? How in the hell am I summoning Apo? I like the idea of being able to summon Apo in this deck, but I really don't think it's possible. Be back on top. Hold on. A hee hee ha ha funny. Alright. Craft the blue eyes card. The year of playing SP, you should play Lina. Was it because we can't go SP with the Link 1 Spirit? Doesn't the Link 1 Spirit, is it effect text that says you can only go into dragons? Or is it rules text? Oh, I think it's rules text. Yeah. Or no, I think it is effect text. Yeah. Be negated. Well, okay. But what am I going to use with Lina? That's the thing. What am I targeting with Lina that's going to be able to be summoned to then go into SP? I'd love to be able to use Lina. But I'm just like, I don't see a world in which that's going to happen. I feel like Vermilion Dragon Mech might come up more. That is effect text? Okay, that's what I thought. What I originally thought. What is the difference between effect text and not effect text? How the hell do you tell the difference? Where's Mirror Jade? You could target Lancia? I mean, that's technically true, yeah. I guess you could do that, which kind of helps. Yeah. Is that going to be better than Vermilion? How important is having a level 9 pop? It's decently important. But what am I going to realistically be destroying? Is Ghost Ogre still worth playing in this format? Not really. In Maliss, not much. Can you just Maliss, like, target any of the Link monsters and just pop them? It's also just like a 9 that I can go into Baron. That was the other thing that made me think of it. It was like, oh, cool, I could just make this guy and then throw him away to make Baron. So that I still have access to the second Spirit Dragon. But I don't know how much that's going to matter, right? I think I'll keep it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Because it's not like we're going to be able to make Snow or SP with an extra deck monster consistently anyway. Let's do this one. I'm playing a dragon deck, but you'll never know which one. Let's do Longyearsu. Longyearsu. We'll do the Blue Eyes field at the very least. Blue Sprite. I like Sprite Blue. And he's also blue for Blue Eyes. Sure. Love Baron asks to go home to the extra deck in Master Duel. What is up with these DB players? I've seen 3 people today named the Devil. It's the same person. Obviously. Surely this deck's crazy, right? Is the new Armage support any good? 2 out of 3 seem like one-ups to me. I think one's like an additional starter, which is pretty nice. And then the other 2, I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read the Armage cards. I'd have to read all of them again. And the thing is, the first wave of support didn't really excite me. This is a hand that does exist. I'd love for you to skip your turn. Tragic. Maximum cockroach. Oh no. Sick. No set card. Cool. Do you also have Called By? Called By here goes crazy. No, but they might have a Bestial or something. March Hare, probably, right? Link off, go into March Hare, go full combo anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Tragic. Right, this is why I am not allowed to play Blue Eyes, because I am unlucky. I forgot about that. The problem with Armage so far is that without counting the weird generic Floodgate fusion, it's pretty fair. It just doesn't cut it yet. Yeah, pretty much. I think there's not like a consistent way to get to the Floodgate fusion. So it needs a little bit more like consistency to be able to get to that guy in particular. And then the whole game plan is basically protect that guy. And there's kind of nothing else. Which is not exactly great. It's not exactly great. Fua. Yeah, that's fine. I could potentially give them like 2 draws here. Kind of depends on what I want to do here. Because I could like normal Ether Barrel, set Drill Beam, Link for the Link 1, extra normal Sage, Sage grab, Maiden effect. This guy sends, and then Link into, yeah. That gives them 2 draws, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll do that. I think that's worth it. That's pretty solid. So we link off here. If they have Imperm, I cry. If they have Imperm, I do, in fact, cry myself to sleep. Sick. Add Mausoleum. It's expensive AF in the TCG. It's because I think a lot of people are expecting this deck to be good. So they're like, time to buy it. Time to buy it. Sage, Ash, nothing. Wow, interesting. Do you have a Bestial? Would it be a bit? It's not a Bestial. Okay. We'll go Maiden here. Maiden. Grab True Light. I go True Light, like pitch Veiler, and then just grab like Veiler off of that. Yeah, that's probably the play. Okay. Let's go Mausoleum here, targeting you. Uh-huh. Send. Summon. Distributing. I think they have Ash. I think that's what it is. We'll go Maiden here. Sure, why not? I don't see a reason not to. It's just a solidly decent idea. We'll make the Sinkuro Shogun. Could make Baron here. Is there a point to making Baron here? As opposed to... it gives them an additional draw. Let's not do that. I like the idea of that, but I don't think it's a good idea. Let us set a card. Oh, I could just set here and not play into... Could do this and do that and do that. We'll just set this. We'll just set this. I like the idea of getting True Light, but I don't think I need it. So I think we'll just pass here. Sure, yeah, that's fine. Terrible Ash Blossom. Blue Eyes player tonight? Yeah. Figured might as well give it a look post Maliss, see if it's actually any good still. It seems alright. It seems like it's still doing its thing. How do you like it? Just kidding, mine's way worse. Smile. Why did I not immediately special summon the guy? Because I'm stupid. True. I hadn't thought about that. Add a guy. Sure, that's fine. Needs like 10 more good fusions to be considered the next allies, though? True. Okay, let's immediately special summon here. I should have done this immediately, and I didn't, and I was dumb. Okay. Tatsu, sure. I can just negate Gaddock here, right? That's a draw, at the very least. What do they send here that I would care about? Like, I just negate Gaddock here, and then, like, I don't care. It would also prevent them from having a card destroyed, but I know for a fact they have a quick play. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, Pop Self. Man, Mexi's really a cool card. Like, if they don't send Gaddock here, then, like, I don't care. Yeah, they send Gaddock here and, like, additional names, and then we just negate the Gaddock. Do I call by his ass? What else am I gonna negate in Grave? Oh, I could negate, like a fusion. That's probably the play here. Is do this. Fusion? Sleepy. Sure. Oh, we just had the Sleepy in hand. That's cute. That's cute. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. We go Fusion. We'll Valor here. Quick play of some kind. Not quick play. Interesting. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Whatever they summon, I just pop it. Mace. That's a stupid draw. I hate this game. Is that a memento card? What do you send here that I care about? The big guy? Probably. Or Akihiron. Akihiron... Yeah, I think we negate this. I'm showing you my blue eyes. Do you like it? It's cool, I know. Alright. Tag out here. Fusion. Maxi's really cool. To be fair, nothing I've drawn thus far has done anything against this deck. It's all been stuff that I've like set up previously. Surprisingly, the Roach like technically didn't do anything. That being said, it absolutely did, because my opponent had to play extremely differently. But, like, technically it didn't. Like, technically it didn't matter. If you squint and don't look at it. Oh, stupid ass card. Please be Maliss. Please be Maliss. Please be Maliss. It's likely not Maliss. Please? Ew. 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 And I couldn't have purged it. Man, fuck. Man, fuck me in the ass. Reveal Onk. I just purged this, right? Yeah, probably. That's frustrating. I guess I could go like Lordly Load into Bingo Machine Go, and like kind of go from there. It's not great, but if they're just ending on this guy, like I have a chance here. Or maybe I go Bingo Machine. We just didn't draw a name. We have Floodgate. What bullshit Floodgate are you playing? If that's macro, we die. It's not, do they have a Floodgate? It's what Floodgate? I think there's Floodgates we can get around. Like if they have Rivalry. Never mind, we fucking win. That's crazy. That's crazy. That draw wins us this game here. That's criminal behavior. How do Blue Eyes players get away with this? What the fuck is happening here? I hate it here. Man, this game sucks balls. Man, this game's dumb. Man, I hate this game. Oh, gee, I wonder what I'm adding. Is Malice without Apo sort of fair? No. Not right now. Gee, I wonder what you're gonna click. Do you have an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring in your hand? Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Anyway, fuck you. God, I hate this game. Why is this game like this? Blow up the field. Do it. Do it. Blow up the field. Lancia! Oh, shit! Never mind! Wait, that's crazy! Except for the fact that I'm still lying to you. Because, yep, that's how... that's how that card works. Coolio. Let's go. Loadly load. Just hit Master 1 again with the Mermails in this Maliss meta? Yeah, that's not surprising. Mermails are just flip coin simulator. Oh, you flipped the coin well? Congratulations, you win the game. Do I set a card here? No. Set the drill beam. Coolio. Into this guy. Yup. Do I just lose here? Okay, let's do this. True Light here. Effective True Light. So spell Trap. Mention this guy by name. If I go Roar special, they nuke the field, I die. Nothing I can do about that. I'll go Lordly Load. Oh, interesting. Do I have Ash in hand or something? Maybe. Oh, they have this fucker. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they have this guy. Shit. Wait, no, this still works. This still works. It's fine. You respect people who stay against your deck? That's crazy. I'd be like, stop wasting my time. This game's over. Let's move it along, bud. Oh, I did that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. I'm a goofy goober. Yeah. That was really stupid. That was really stupid. That's okay. I still win because they decided to negate or to blow up before my guy hit the field. Oh, wrong button. Can I not? Oh, I've been Lancia'd. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot the fact that I had been Lancia'd. Okay. Then yeah, we'll just go combat here. Walk over this guy. Deal 3k, which is not an insignificant amount of damage, and then just make this guy. Uh-huh. Minstrel should get hit. Yeah, Minstrel just shouldn't exist. Really? Alright. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Do I have another guy with which to use Temple? Probably, right? The fuck are you super polying? Oh, that. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I gotta make sure we, oh, chaos. Yeah. Do I have anything in grave? I have barrel for follow-up. Yeah, I think I just win. I think I literally just kill him on follow-up. Isn't that crazy? That's kind of stupid. That is a card that does exist. And does immediately check the Unstoppable Exodia as well. Barrel to 1? No, just ban Drill Beam. I think Barrel's fine. I think Drill Beam is very clearly the issue. Oh, well, that's... Okay, the play is still this, like, 100% of the time. Still make Spirit. The fuck do you... This is once per duel. The hell do you have? Oh, this thing. Okay. I was like, what do you have that's activatable there? You have nothing. Shut up. Summon this guy. Voodoo Eyes. Light the dragon. Maiden. Special. Oh, he can't be destroyed by card effect. Right. Me olvidé. But of course. Targeting. Julio. Anyway, Heat. Combat. Hiya. Nice execution. Died in 3 turns. Activate the True Lights. Link off into... Oh, that's very clever. So we go Spirit Dragon, and then we go Lordly Load, and we bring back a Blue Eyes, and then we make Typhon. And then we go, ah, and laugh at them. Hysterically. I love just getting to make Typhon here. Cool. Go, bud. Have at it. Yep, send Exodia card. For sure, for sure. Why was I able to activate the Typhon here? Am I locked under the lights? Oh, I purged. That's why. That's fine. Set the Exodia card. Yep, yep. For sure, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that too. Yeah, load as well. You're right. I forgot. Typhon and Tenpai? Yeah, that is pretty unexpected. Yep. Yep. For sure. Mm-hmm. Is there a possibility that they could draw anything here that does anything? Sure, that's fine. Do I go Tyrant Dragon here? Its effects are negated, right? No. Do they make a Typhon of their own? That'd be crazy. Farmer's Master Duel would give you a random card from players you beat. Getting Gramps Blue Eyes just to decraft it would hit different there. Yeah, but then could you imagine losing one of your cards that you actually needed? It'd be one thing if like you got a card from their deck, but they kept all of their cards. But if you just stole a card, that would suck so much. The thing is, that would be a really cool event, but I don't know if it would be that fun, like, in standard play. The fuck field spell are you grabbing here? You gonna make Verte? Please do, it'd be so funny. You can get the quick play to get big? Yeah, but he would have to have hard drawn it, and Valor checks that. It wouldn't be decraftable, though. Konami wouldn't make money. True. Make Wedgoo. Sure. What the hell are we doing with Wedgoo? Wedgoo. But, like... Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. For sure. What am I potentially worried about here? Shield grab thing, make like a rank 10? What rank 10 are we making? Why the fuck is this guy in our back row? At least grab Zengajin. There you go. Oh, are we making Doom Dragon? And Doom Dragon's okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're making Doom Dragon. Sure, Doom Dragon effect. No. I like that. That was smart. That was smart. Play to your house. Too bad it didn't matter because the cards in grave also have card text for some reason. Why does it negate and destroy? Who the fuck says it should be able to negate and destroy? It should just negate. Negate and destroy? That's too much. That's too much. I don't like it. That's too much. Kaiba. True. Kaiba is the one who said that. He's like, make it better. I used to always target Blue Eyes and die. Yeah. I don't think there was a world in which they were winning that game. That game was just, like, over. They needed to draw, like... I don't know, like... What gains you the most life points in this game? That's the real question. Let's go load. A kaiju. Yeah, a kaiju would have worked there. Yeah, you're right. A kaiju would have worked. Ash. Understandable. Understandable. I would also ash that. Especially if we have, like, an imperm as well. Like, not a bad ash. Okay. Well, cool. I drew the combo anyway. Good game. Fua? No Fua. I'm guessing they're gonna imperm the Link one here. That's my assumption. Right? No. Okay, do you have like Purge or something? I'm a bit confused. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a tad bit confused. Okay. Add this guy, add this guy. Because this game is really cool and balanced, and fair, and fun, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Extra normal. Do we have Nib? We're waiting for me to play into Nib, right? That's the assumption. Grab True Light. Go Spirit. Summon the guy. Do we have Havness? Is it Havness in hand? That wouldn't be too surprising, but why would we not have immediately activated the effect there? Because we are goofy goobers. Vermilion. Baron. Roar. Effect. Someone from deck. This guy. Banish. This one here. Is it Ghost Ogre? They're like, I have Ghost Ogre, smile. Nope. Interesting. Interesting. We'll go Lordy Load. For the blue eyes. Blue eyes. Blue eyes, white dragons. Chaos Hunter? Could be. I thought it was something that was just always there. Like an imperm or something. Or Nib? Maybe it is Chaos Hunter. Are we really playing Chaos Hunter? That sounds like ass. That sounds really good, I mean. Blue eyes. Yup. Out comes a Blue eyes. See, this is the thing. We don't have a good target for Seal unless we're playing the Magnemite, but Magnemite feels like really bad. So I don't really want to play him. Thank you, Baron, for being so persistent. Cool, no. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Oh, it was March Hare. Got to have been March Hare, right? Honestly, I have no idea. It could have been anything. Droplet. Sure. Some spell, some monster. Some monster. Some spell. Right? And then I chain Majesty and chain Drill Beam. Maliss plays Droplet? No. Dormouse! Get your ass back in the hand. March Hare! Whoa! Anyway. Just on the barrel here. That was not bad. Not bad, not bad. Drill Beam, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, Drill Beam sure is a fun, fair, and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card, isn't it just? Also, I've seen so many Maliss players playing Allure. I'm like, why? Why are you playing Allure? That seems so bad. I guess, like, what else are you gonna play? This hand is not good. The Roach. Basically, this bingo machine oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, no, Bro said, I'm done. You got it. Free draw to. Yeah, but then you can't play anything else. Like, you have to play darts, and only darts. Which means you can't play the Millennium cards, nor can you play, like, the Fiendsmith cards, which I think is infinitely better. And also you die to Droll, which is really bad. I guess you don't die to Droll still, but, like, you're weaker to Droll. And you're weaker to Ash and stuff like that, which I don't like. I also really don't feel like you need it. Okay. Why is it that I have seen Code of Soul in, like, every Maliss list? What the fuck is Code of Soul doing in this? Banish the card, Link Summon, a Link 3 or higher Cyberse monster. fuck does this do? This is just a dead card. Who the hell gives a shit? Just use one of your traps to do the thing. Why do you... What? Why? Do we have a way of sending this? What do we send this on? Oh, it's Terahertz. Oh, it's just a win more card. Oh! Wait, that's terrible. I look at a lure like Ash Bait. What the hell else are you gonna Ash in Maliss? Jessie Cat? Yeah, who cares? That does the same thing. The problem is there's not, like, a lot to Ash in this deck. Unless you're bad and allow them to, like, Ash your Red Ransom or something like that. But, like, eh. It's for Link 3 Maliss to ban? To what? To banish? But it's still just a win more card. If you are making Code of Soul, or if you are sending Code of Soul to the graveyard off of something like Terahertz, you've probably already won that game. There's not a whole lot more reason to be sending this guy. Like, he doesn't do shit at that point. You've already won. Right? Because you probably have, like, a trap card and or 10 million hand traps in your hand, on top of the fact that you have Terahertz, which can send either to Save Worm or Pack Bit anyway. Is there another way to get this guy? Am I missing something? Caught someone slacking and ashed it? Yeah, dude, if you get ashed on Red Ransom, that's your fault. That's your fault. You have Decoder, you have any of the Maliss monsters as well, you have, like, a bajillion other ways to just, like, play through it as well. I don't know, just hard draw it. Yeah, just hard draw the Code Soul. Yeah, I guess, yeah. That seemed... I don't know. I've seen so many Maliss lists that all have just seemed so high roll. It's like, yo, you can do all of this crazy stuff, and it's like, yeah, or you could, like, actually play the game. I hand trapped the guy like 3 times. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Nightmare Griffin in Maliss lists? Nightmare Griffin does make a bit more sense. Because that's pretty easy to make. You just, like, slap him down on, like, anything. And he's just, like, there. It's like, cool, Red Ransom and a guy makes Nightmare Griffin. And it's very easy to put him in a zone where your opponent just doesn't get a link point. It's similar in nature to, like, Firewall. The Nightmare Griffin. That one doesn't feel nearly as high roll as, like, Terahertz or like Code of Soul. I don't know, Code of Soul seems so bad. I play Unicorn again because it's better against Maliss. Why the fuck did my audio die again? What the fuck? Why did that... What? What did... I don't know how I hit my mute button. Thank you. Sorry. What was I saying? The reason I don't like Code of Soul is due to the fact that it is simply a win more card. Because pretty much any time that you get to play the game and, like, do your combo, you're going to win that game. Unless you mess up the combo, you get to win that game, regardless of what you end on. Right? So, Code of Soul doesn't really help with that. It doesn't solve the issue, or it doesn't solve any of the problems that Maliss has, right? If you get to play the game, you win. Congratulations. You win the game, you did it. This helps when you're already winning, which is a win more card, which is not great. The problem is, unlike something like Terahertz, which I also don't think is great, at least Terahertz is in the extra deck, and therefore it can just live in the extra deck and be like, well, I'll summon it if I get to it. This card is in your hand. This card will show up in your hand and will brick you and make it so that you can't play the game sometimes, which is a problem. We don't like that. That's not very good, right? you'd much rather have access to a Maliss card or a Maliss monster or something else of that nature, right? Like, I'd rather play the second Chessy Cat at that point, right? Probably better playing Parallel Exceed over Code of Soul. What is Parallel Exceed doing? Like, you're better off playing an additional Maliss monster. Or something like a tertiary or secondary engine that, like, allows you to play under Lancia. So that you don't just, like, die to Lancia. That's probably better, right? Kind of want to stop playing Tenet right now, because Maliss going full combo hurts. Not to mention, hey, like, +5. They like +5, lol. It extends sometimes. That's true. It does extend sometimes. But so do Bestials, and so do a myriad of other decks, and engines, and stuff like that. Second Phantasme is better? Honestly, probably. I don't disagree with that. Also, I think, like, just Droll is better. So that you have more outs to, like, Maxi and Fua and stuff. You just play under them as if nothing happened. Is it bad if they normal Chessy Cat? I noticed they're vulnerable when they use that. I think it really just depends on the hand. There's a lot of hands where you, like, normal summon Chessy Cat, and then you have something like Field Spell or Trap Card or something else of that nature, and you're just like, cool, I just get free extension. And it's just like a free +2. It really depends on the hand. Most of the time, to me, it's not a weak hand, unless they go, like, normal Chessy Cat and just immediately link it off. If that is the case, yes, that's a weak hand. Unless they have March Hare, in which case, it's not. But that's the case with pretty much any normal summon, right? If you just, like, oh, if I interact with any of these guys, it just dies. Chessy Cat's the only one that doesn't, like, immediately do the combo. It requires an additional card in hand, which is why it's arguably weaker. But I also really like it as well, because having multiple Chessy Cat means that you get access to your non-engine a lot more consistently. So you could just be like, cool, I'm gonna just draw a card. That being said, I don't know for certain one way or the other. All I know is I'm not a fan of this guy. I've never been a fan of this guy. This guy also shows up in Salamangreat Link or Salamangreat end boards and does the same thing, where it's like, cool, here's this guy that doesn't do anything unless you're already winning the game. It's like, yay, I win. It's like, great, yeah, you didn't need that. Unless you're bad and need the additional board wipe of, like, I don't know, what have you. What do I think Master Duel will hit first in Maliss? Allure. Or Bestials. Probably not Bestials, probably Allure. Because here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to limit Allure, and then they're going to release Ryzeal. Actually, they're probably not going to hit anything. They're going to release Ryzeal, and then after Worlds, they'll hit a few things. And Maliss will be on the chopping block because it's actually rotated out of the shop. No, it wouldn't have rotated out of the shop. Yeah, so it's probably Allure. Or, Sark. They're not going to touch Sark, I'm lying to you. Yeah, it's Allure. When you suck at deck building, so bad. Dick building, true. So bad, somebody takes 10 minutes to pick it apart. I don't think this is that bad of a list. I'm just talking more generally about Maliss. Like, I like a lot of the stuff in here. Most notably, like, it's a very clean list. They are playing too many one-ofs for crossout, which I don't like. They're playing Droplet and Imperm and Droll and Fua and Lancia and Phantasme. And I'm like, okay, that's too many. I just cut something. I really don't think you need Droplet. What the fuck is Droplet gonna do against you? You just tag out and or activate your trap cards and then, like, there you go. You did it. But, like, the rest of the deck building philosophy is fairly decent, right? It's 3-ofs and 1-ofs, right? Except for Allure, which is a 2 of, which is fine, given the fact that it is paired alongside things like Goldsark and such. And I really don't think you ever want 3 Allure. Right? 1 to 2 is, like, optimal. Because then your deck is just inconsistent because you're drawing into Allures and you don't have enough Darks to really facilitate that as consistently. Couldn't no material theoretically counter Maliss in some way? No. Theoretically, if they have a weak hand already, no material technically could stop it in the same way that, like, Imperm or Veiler would. So, yeah. But, like, if they go, like, normal summon Dormouse effect, summon White Rabbit, and you go no material on the White Rabbit, they just go, cool, anyway. And then they go into, or they banish the White Rabbit and, like, grab a guy. Or they go into, like, they, like, banish the Dormouse and grab a guy. And then they're off to the races and it doesn't matter. They just have, like, a useless guy on field, technically. So, like, it's slightly weaker. Like, theoretically, no material paired with, like, Nibiru is pretty good. Because then they have to play into Nibiru a bit more, and they're a bit weaker to Nibiru. But, again, that does the same thing as, like, Imperm or Veiler, where it's like, oh, this weakens their hand to where they have to play into Nibiru a bit more, and it still more or less accomplishes the same thing. How much is Adagnista support going to do for Maliss? Probably not much, unless Maliss cards actually receive limitations. They allow you to play around, like, Lancia a bit better. That's kind of it. Can you explain why my card misses timing? I don't understand. Like my Trishula, Ice Barrier Dragon, I summon it off Lancia, and he doesn't activate. Can you explain? Lancia's effect needs to be Chainlink 1 in that chain, otherwise it will not trigger due to the fact that it is a when effect on the Ice Dragon. So the way that when effects work is that they have to activate, they have to be the last thing, or more specifically, the first thing to happen. So that they hit the field when the card effect needs to trigger. Trishula. So Trishula says, when this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 1 card from hand, field, and grave. Meaning, if I were to activate, say like Lancia goes to grave, right? I destroy it, goes to grave, and another card triggers in your grave as well. Like, for example, the only card I can think of is DPE, so we're going to say DPE. So you have DPE and you have Lancia in that activate, because I Raigeki to your field. Great. So, if I go Lancia, or if I go DPE Chainlink 1, Lancia Chainlink 2, right? Lancia is going to summon Trishula, and Trishula hits the field when the other effect is resolving. So Trishula, when it is synchro summoned, is on the field. And another thing has to resolve before Trishula can resolve. So the when is not available to it. It cannot activate because it's not when the card was summoned. Now if you were to reverse that, and DPE was Chainlink 2, and Trishula summon is Chainlink 1, you go DPE, resolve the effect, and then Trishula hits the field, and then a new chain would start, because when the card was synchro summoned, nothing else was happening. Nothing else had to resolve. It's the same thing with the best example of this is Superbia. This card says, when this card is special summoned from the grave, you can target a fairy monster in your grave, special summon that target. Now, this is a very powerful effect. However, due to the way that each Dark Lord is written, they say, pay 1,000, target a Dark Lord spell trap, apply the effect, then shuffle that target into the deck. So what happens is you apply the effect of Contact in your grave via the effect of Dark Lord Ixchel. Dark Lord Ixchel special summons the Superbia, but it still has to resolve the rest of the effect, that being shuffling the target into the deck. So, Ixchel effect activates, targets the Contact reborns Superbia, Superbia hits the field, but the card has to still shuffle itself back into the deck in order for the rest of the effect to resolve. Right? So that's still one effect, but it still misses timing due to the fact that when Superbia hits the field, something else has to happen. You still have to finish the resolution. There you go. So I need to be chain link. Dude, it's damn confusing. I lose a lot of games when those cards don't activate. Yes. Yeah, it's very confusing. So basically, you need to have your Lancia effect be Chainlink 1. If it's not Chainlink 1, you can't summon Trishula and get its effect. It's the same thing with Yubel, it's the same thing with a bunch of other stuff. That's why, like, if you destroy a Yubel as Chainlink 2 in response to, like, a thing, like, if, for example, they activate an effect to, like, destroy their own Yubel off of, like, a, Sharvara, right? And then you chain in response DPE to pop it, it's gonna miss timing if you pop it, because the Sharvara has to, like, still resolve. Even if it, like, whiffs, it still has to resolve. And that's resolving when the card is destroyed. So it misses the trigger timing. It's very stupid. I hate the when timing mechanic and the way that you can miss timing due to, like, a card just missing the timing window. It's very stupid. It only really comes up in older cards too. Like, they stopped printing that on a lot of newer cards, unless it is like when a card specifically is activated, you can respond to it. Like, for example, Baron, right? Baron says, like, when a card or effect is activated, you can negate the activation. It's like, yeah, you clearly have to respond to that thing. Like, that's fine. But when it's like, oh, when this card leaves the field, do a thing. And it's just like, it's so fucking stupid. How could I be in Chainlink 1 when someone special summons? And it asks me if I wanted to special summon. So Lancia's effect... You're talking about the effect to special summon, right? Once per turn, your opponent special summons a monster. You can special summon an Ice Barrier monster from a hand, deck, or extra deck, or a grave. Here's the thing. Don't special summon from the extra deck. Just don't. Or use a different card. I believe you could use this guy. No, this guy is also a one effect. You could do it in response to something that doesn't have an activation effect. Like, for example, if they summon Heart's Cryptor, right? The opponent activates, or, like, summons Heart's Cryptor to their Maliss board. You go for your Lancia effect because they don't have anything on activation, right? You turn your Chainlink on, you activate your Lancia effect, which then summons from the extra deck, and then you could banish. Bad example, but you get the point, right? It's like, if something doesn't have an activation effect, you go, cool, chain, your opponent special summon a monster, I go chain immediately, and then they do their thing. Like, for example, Chaos Hunter, right? Chaos Hunter's effect is to special summon itself, right? So it just special summons itself. Or like a Bestial other than Magnamut. Or like Phantasme, which activates its effect, special summons itself, and then does the rest of its effect, and then you would be able to respond, right? Anything like that where it's like you have the opportunity to activate, but they're not doing anything. Check Trident Dragon. Oh yeah, Trident Dragon misses timing too. Travar and Yubel should miss timing. There's a lot of things with that should miss timing that just don't, because they're like, no, these technically happen at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, this card's very silly as well. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, you can target a fiend monster or a face-down monster you control, destroy it, and if you do special summon this card, the reason that this is worded this way is because technically these are taking place at the same time. You destroy it and special summon this card at the same time, but for some reason you can special summon it to the zone that the monster is in, which is very silly, but alas, that's just how that works. The only when effects that don't miss times are the ones Konami says you must resolve mandatory when effects, which are extremely rare, do not miss timing because reasons. The only one I can think of is no penguin. No penguin. During either player's turn, when an effect of a penguin monster is activated, special summon this card from your grave. For some reason. How many holes does a straw have? 6. 2. Anyway, let's play more Yu-Gi-Oh! No penguin's so silly. If they have an effect that activates in that chain on my response, it wouldn't work. It will miss timing. No, if they chain to your monster, it won't miss timing. If you chain to their monster, it will miss timing. You just have to be chain link 1. That's it. This hand technically works. No. Lancia is not once per turn, no. Imagine if they had called by 2. Oh, that's even more understandable of a leave. If it's Maliss, you can absolutely play under Fua, but yeah, not that deck. That deck dies. It was the double fake out. Also, that hand was garbage. That hand was... Don't have Ash, don't have Ash, don't have Ash, don't have Ash. Nor Droll, nor Droll. Please don't Ash nor Droll me, please. Pretty, please. This hand's not bad. Poor Salad player taking Stray Bullet. Stray Bullet? What else am I gonna use Fua for? Do I just... Do I just be like, yeah, sure, bud. I'm trying to think. What do I accomplish here? I go... I'd give them 2 draws, right? Yeah, we'll Ash this. Would we move away from Droll meta? True. This hand is As? What's As about it? It's Drill Beam Seals with 2 hand traps. I don't think it's As. It's not insane, but it's like fairly good. Do they have Fua? I'm guessing Fua, right? Maybe? If I go normal, or if I go that guy, search, activate, normal. Normal Valor kind of sucks balls, huh? I could do... that, seal. That's like okay. If I do that and that... Yeah, sure. I don't really have anything, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll just do this. Blue Eyes. Blue eyes. Make seal. Bestial. Yeah, sure. Do I care about purging this? No, not really. Yeah, that's fine. Druidus Worm, sure. The Bestials are quite frustrating, but not the end-all be-all. Sure. I'll just do this. Maliss? Alert. Why not search for field spell? Because if they have something like Fua, here's your blue eyes. You have Chessy Cat in a name? That'd be crazy. Dormouse, sure. Yeah, we still negate this. Why the fuck did we go combat immediately there? I guess, sure. Haggard. Banish special. Go full combo. Yeah, I die. Yep, you got it, bud. There was nothing I could do there. Bro just had everything. The hand was good, just not with that many extenders. Not when literally every single card in their hand does full combo. Like, yeah, I can't stop all of them. Can't stop all of them. And of course they saw exactly Magma. They always see Magma. It's always Magma. It's never any other Bestial. It's always that card. It's never not. Oh, that's always so frustrating. That's one of the things I hate about Magma in particular, is that he shows up so consistently. What in the hell are you sending here? Sure. No, we stopped this, right? Yeah, no, that's fine. Just like send Trivi Karma or Field Spell Searcher. Rhino Heart. Fuck you, you stupid tier player. God, just drawing everything you could have ever asked for. Why is it that every player just draws literally everything? Fucking bullshit. There's a difference between consistency and the opponent drawing everything to exactly counter your hand. Cold Mine? That's right, you do both, right? Great draw. No, Lancey has always been like a fairly decent card. Sure, bud. OTK? In Blue Eyes? How the hell am I doing that? I'd love to know, dude. Cool. Wishes. Pitch the drill beam. Why is Bingo Machine in this deck? Because you can pretty easily use it as the third target for wishes. And it's not like a dead card to draw. That's mostly what it's used for. Reset the drill beam. Mm-hmm. Do I like Bingo Machine Go here? I guess, yeah, right? Let's do this. This guy here. Could go Seal here. Seal's like pretty good, right? I don't like going Tyrant. Tyrant's like not terrible. I think it's just like go Combat, go Seal. Yeah. What does that lose to? I don't know. Let's go Bingo Machine here. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just go Seal. Dropped everything. Oh no. Okay. Yes. Oops. Imperm. Okay. Do you have triple tack? Triple tack's kind of crazy here. yeah. Draw 2. That's probably the option there, right? Because, like, what else am I gonna drill beam? If not the draw 2. Mm-hmm. Allure. Sure. Banish a guy. White rabbit. Sure. White rabbit. Sure. White rabbit effect. Yeah, that's fine. TB. Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Field spell. We'll go like this. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Add Dormouse. Sure. Show. Another one. This one. This one. Mm-hmm. Why the hell did we click that? The fuck am I gonna summon from deck? Yep. Do you have Called By? Called By is crazy here. Is it learn every Malice hand tonight? Apparently. Damn, that's crazy. I had to speak it into existence. Yeah, of course. Why not? Why not? Yeah, why not also draw that one? But of course. I mean, they don't really have much that does anything. Oh, that's the wrong card. Or is it? I guess technically it's not. Yeah. Literal custom hand? Literal custom hand. Yeah, it was literally exactly everything that they could have ever asked for. Of course. Why would it not be? Link decoder. Sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. I guess Red Ransom doesn't really do anything because this is a once per. Yeah, you can only activate it once per turn. I mean, they could go like Access Code Talker here, but like Access Code Talker doesn't really do anything. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. They could go into... What does this do accomplish? Yeah. Go Whitebinder. Whitebinder set trap. Do we have a trap to set? It sets from grave, right? Yeah, attack of grave. You just like reset the Whoozma, what's it? It's like surely what we're doing here, yeah. Whitebinder effect. Search up to 3 cards in the grave, banish them. Oh, they banished Drill Beam here, I'm fucked. Yeah, I can't do anything off of that. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. To say the least. Do I go True Light here? I mean, what else am I gonna do? Oh, I could just set the spell. And then the spell could grab it back. Yeah. I'm still just cooked. Why did we set the GWC? That seems silly, but okay, sure. Yeah, I don't have banishment in my grave. Nor do I have wishes. They also didn't elect to banish this guy, which is a choice. That is also a choice. Okay. For sure. Yeah? No, I guess that makes sense, right? No, it doesn't. We don't have a fucking target for this. Wait, this is so dumb. Why the hell did we do this? We don't have a target for this. I swear, every Maliss player, including myself, just does not know how the deck works. Why not access code? Great question, bud. We will set a guy. Set this one. Yeah, so they don't have anything. Right on time, bud. Okay, well, Lordly Load first. Add barrel. Battle! Battle. Do you have Droll? No shot. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. Fuck. It's fine. For the most part, it's still fine. Okay, we'll go like this. They still die because they fucked up so royally by not giving a target for Heart Scriptor. Which is so funny, dude. Ain't that just the truth? Alright, we'll do this. Full effect. We'll set another Lordly Load. We will go into... this is a once per... yeah, you can only use one effect per turn. Okay, we'll just go True Light here, just special summon a guy. Here. We don't really have another... Could make Typhon. Except for the fact that I'm lying to you, I can't make Typhon. We'll combat over this guy. Over this guy. Cool, main 2. Can I do anything here? I can do that, which then would allow me to go into nothing. True, go. Is there a top deck that gets them out of this? Not really. March Hare is like okay because you could like March Hare for Whitebinder and the Whitebinder kind of does stuff. But no, my opponent decided to have a stroke and just die, which is understandable. True. True. I would also do that. Yeah, that was, yikes. That was the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And while she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love it when she smiles. Yikes, dude. Yeah, March Hare could have done something except for the fact that I had the Max C. But, like, March Hare was the best draw there. It just didn't matter. Let myself decay to silver and I'm having a blast. True. That's why I have multiple ranks that I play in by the grace of Konami. Smile. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. If you think about it, I'll come for you. I'll come for you. This wasn't Blue Eyes, was it? No, I don't think so. I think this was Melodious. Yeah, I think this one was Blue Eyes. Yeah. Cool. Wait, I'm in Plat 1? Oh, I'm about to rank up to Diamond? Ew. Ew. Diamond? I don't want to play in Diamond. Oh, I think now is a good time to stop. You know, I think now is a good time to stop. Not gonna lie. I do think it is. What did we learn today? What did we learn? Blue Eyes, kind of not very good into Maliss. It's good against, like, other stuff, because it's still a top deck, which I think is one of the reasons why it's still playable. But, like, into Maliss, it really does struggle. Drill Beam kind of is mid. I guess it's not, like, terrible. There's still a lot of things to Drill Beam. But it's not used as removal, which is more problem. I guess you could, like, remove Splash Mage. Or, like, Haggard. But that doesn't do anything, does it? No, yeah, you probably could do a bit more with that. But notably, like, being able to hit the, like, power spells and stuff like that is nice. However, the Bestials being as common as they are, especially in Maliss decks themselves, makes it significantly worse, and I really don't think that it's all that worthwhile to be playing Blue Eyes. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's, like, incredible. Melodious is still Melodious, and I love Melodious. I also think Memento is just, like, way better positioned right now. Memento felt a lot better than Blue Eyes, I will say. Did I talk about the new system requirements? I need a new PC for next month. Wait, what? There's new system requirements? The hell? Required specs to run the game. Minimum system specs. Windows 10, 64-bit, Intel 5, 8 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA 1650, 1280 by 720, 64 or more, broadband, internet, onboard, DirectX 11. Are these required systems? Or is this more of a suggestion? Because I know a lot of games have, like, minimum spec requirements that are significantly higher than what they're actually at. I know this is the suggestion. This is the recommended, which, yeah, I don't know if this actually matters. Starting from game version scheduled for release, we will be increasing the required system specifications for UK Master Release. Does that? Once the update to the required system specs takes effect, any device not meeting the minimum will no longer be supported and will be unable to play the game on those devices. Ah. Really? Hold on. Hold the phone. What if I do this? Can I pull up this game on this? I can play GTA 5 on my PC, but not Master Duel. They're not horrible for minimum specs. That is true. I think my old PC had that. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think my old PC that was like 8 years old had this, which goes to show like how minimum the minimum specs are. That being said, fuck Windows 11. God, I hate Windows 11. Having used it for like, I don't know, however many months now, I hate it. I hate it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bring back Windows 10, please. Please. I need it. Okay, chat. We're gonna find out if this is a possibility. So, you know how Master Duel is a game on your phone that you can play, right? We're all aware that you can also play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel on your phone, right? We're also all aware that there are ways to emulate said experience. Or more specifically, there are ways to play on your phone on your PC. Right? There are ways to do that. And it's pretty simple to do. I'm trying to figure out if that is a realistic possibility. Because if it is, granted, I don't know if you would be able to utilize any of these due to system requirements, but it is technically a secondary option. They will render Albaz animation in real time now. Probably. Sure, yeah, that's fine. What are they even upgrading? I don't know. Yeah, that's really weird. It might be due to like just sheer number of things. Where it's like you have to render however many cards and however many animations and stuff like that. That might be the case. It also could very well be like a new animation that they're doing or something like that. Okay, hold on. I'm seeing. Okay, so chat. I would like to show you something very special, which is Master Duel 2, Electric Boogaloo. If you do not know, if I will say, if your specs do not meet this requirement, I would highly suggest looking up emulators, emulators for Android, such as the one I use, which is BlueStacks. It's fairly decent. It has a lot of small requirements in order to play the games. They don't play very smooth because they are emulators, but it emulates your phone. This is how we had to play Cross Duel, Cross Duel, and it works fairly well. But do keep that in mind. That's all. Also, if these requirements no longer fit your PC, you might need a new PC. I'm just saying. It might be time. But again, if you want to, there you go. Look, I can fully play the game in the United States. Don't look at my birthday. We're gonna April 9th. 1992. Arkansas. There you go. There you go. You can play Master Duel on an emulator. Might help. Hopefully that works for you. That is also crazy. That they're upgrading the system requirements. And it looks like it's just for Steam as well. So like any of the other systems are absolutely fine. You can play on your Switch, you can play on your phone, you can play on your whatever. Like there's tons of other ways as well to play the game. So it's just very silly. I wonder. Anyway, that's all. I just thought I'd let you know. There's other options out there if you really can. But I'm gonna call it quits there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, like us very much, we'll appreciate it. And remember to always stay frosty.